Shirley, updating your home exercise program. So you've got 2 videos thus far, and they have involved, I know that the first one was really a standing video. The second one, I'm trying to think, was kind of just an update on that. And then the third one today, what I'd like to do is offer you a third option, and this is going to be laying on your bed or laying on the cot that Bob pulled out for you. And I do want you to have your band. So this one's going to be about the hips. So definitely important for walking and for balance. So what I'm even thinking with the 3 home exercise videos that you've got is maybe you can even tinker with doing them, you've got 3 options and doing something, at least every other day, but you've got 3 options to kind of choose from to vary your workout. So what we'll start with is on your back, and Shirley, as of course, if you need to kind of elevate the upper trunk just a little bit so there's no dizziness, feel free, but I'm just going to lay flat on my back. So a little hip action. What I want you to start with, Shirley, is just really letting the pelvis and the bones of the hips rest and land. Let your ribs relax. Take a few breaths. You'll breathe in through the nose. You'll breathe out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right. First exercise, Shirley, is going to be taking the right knee. You're going to open it out to the right side and then bring it back in. This is your bent knee opening. I'm trying to maintain my ribs and my pelvis nice and still while the leg gets to move freely in the hip joint. I'm going to ask you to do about 8 repetitions, Shirley, on the right leg only, while the left knee points directly up towards the ceiling. Once you've done 8 repetitions on the right, you're going to go with 8 repetitions just on the left. 8 repetitions just on the left. Trying to maintain, again, my shoulders pretty quiet, not tense. My right knee pointing up towards the ceiling and pelvis steady. After you've done 8 on each leg, you're then going to go both legs. You're going to reach the knees out to either side of the room and then draw the legs back together. Reach the knees out to either side of the room and then bring the legs back together. Reach the knees out, bring the knees back together. That's going to be for 8 repetitions. Next exercise, we're going to go ahead and lift the right leg to that 90-90 or that tabletop position. You're going to bring the right foot down, plant the foot, left leg lifts to that 90-90 or tabletop position. The angle of my knee, which is at about 90 degrees, stays the same throughout. So it's like I'm marching on my back. My goal is that my pelvis stays pretty steady. My ribs kind of rest in the same line with my pelvis or my hips, and my shoulders are pretty relaxed. I'll ask you for 20 total, so that's 10 leg lifts on each side, Shirley. So next exercise, we are going to use our band. And what I'll ask of you is you're going to take the band, you're going to loop it around the foot. Now, I'm going to stretch my leg up as far as I can. If there's a little knee bend, that's okay. When I stretch the leg up, I'm going to kind of cross the band since mine's pretty long. I'm crossing the straps. So I grab the opposite strap in each hand, and I'm pulling my elbows down to the floor. What that's going to do is it's going to give my leg a little feedback, a little something to push into, and my arms are working a bit. So from there, Shirley, what I'll ask you to do is to make a circle. You're going to circle your foot towards your left leg and down and around. So I've got the same amount of tension throughout on the band. I'm going to circle the right leg towards the belly button, kind of crossing the midline and down and around. So I'm circling from the hip joint. Tension on the band, so I'm working all around that hip joint. I'm going to ask you for 10 circles, and we're just going this one direction today. Towards the belly button, down and around. You're going to go for 10 repetitions on each leg. Last but not least, Shirley, you'll take that same band. I want you to walk the legs together. You're going to tie that band. You may just want to do a bow, nice and tight, but the bow so you can untie it easily. And last but not least, you're going to walk the feet back out just a few inches. So I've got a little tension on the band to begin. And we're going to go both legs again, pressing out and coming in. I'm going to ask you for 15 repetitions, pressing out against the band and back in. You're in control. 15 repetitions, pressing the legs outward, thinking of reaching the knees out to either side of the room and back in. So that is an updated home exercise program. That is a third option for you to do during the week. And I will look forward to seeing you, Shirley, on the 10th, which is Sunday, May 10th at about 12:15. Thank you.